Who should you live with after 70? A wise elder's advice, 92-year-old. At 73, Margaret crumpled to her kitchen floor alone, her heart pounding as she lay helpless for 14 agonizing hours. That night shattered her illusion of independence. Across town, 92-year-old Ilanina Chan was twirling through a lively game night, her laughter echoing among friends. The difference between their stories isn't just stark, it's a wake-up call for every senior in America. Ella Lenina, a retired librarian from Portland, spent 22 years unraveling the secret to not just surviving past 70, but thriving with joy, purpose, and years added to her life. Her wisdom, backed by science and forged through raw emotional trials, is a game-changer for seniors in the United States facing the silent epidemic of loneliness. This isn't just advice, it's a lifeline. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now, let's get started. The hidden crisis stealing years from seniors. Loneliness is far more than an emotional state, it's a pervasive, insidious threat to health, particularly for seniors. U.S. Surgeon General Dr. V.C. Murthy has sounded the alarm, comparing the physiological toll of chronic loneliness to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. For those over 65, the consequences are stark and alarming. Living in isolation increases the risk of dementia by a staggering 50%, heart disease by 30%, and significantly accelerates the decline of the immune system, leaving seniors vulnerable to illness and mental health challenges. This isn't just a statistic. It's a lived reality for millions, including Ilanina, a 72-year-old widow whose story illuminates the devastating effects of isolation and the transformative power of finding the right living arrangement. After her husband of 45 years passed away, Ilanina found herself adrift in a sea of solitude. I told everyone I was fine, she recalls, her voice tinged with the weight of those lonely years. But my body was screaming something different. Living alone in her quiet suburban home, she battled high blood pressure, chronic insomnia, and the creeping fog of depression. Her days blurred into one another, marked only by the incessant drone of the television, which she left on as a feeble substitute for human connection. The silence of her home wasn't just empty, it was suffocating, a slow betrayal of her spirit that left her feeling like a shadow of her former self. A landmark Harvard study spanning 8 decades underscores the critical role of social connection in longevity and well-being. The research found that meaningful relationships and the right living environment can extend life expectancy by up to 7 years while dramatically boosting happiness and mental clarity. Conversely, the wrong living situation can trap seniors in a cycle of isolation, eroding their health and sense of self. Elanina's journey through 4 distinct living experiments, each marked by moments of hope, heartbreak, and hard-won wisdom, serves as a powerful guide for seniors navigating this hidden crisis. Her story highlights the importance of intentionality, resilience, and courage in finding a living arrangement that fosters connection without sacrificing autonomy. Experiment 1, Living with Family, a Dream That Frayed. At 70, Ilanina made a bold decision to move into her daughter Sarah's home, settling into a cozy basement apartment designed specifically for her. The move felt like a lifeline after years of loneliness. The early weeks were a balm to her soul, family dinners filled with lively conversation, her granddaughter's infectious laughter echoing through the house, and the comforting knowledge that loved ones were just upstairs. For the first time in years, Ilanina felt tethered to the world again, enveloped in the warmth of family. But the initial glow of this arrangement began to fade as subtle tensions emerged. Sarah, well-meaning but overly protective, hovered over Ilanina, checking in constantly and offering unsolicited advice on everything from her diet to her daily routine. Ilanina, fiercely independent despite her loneliness, began to feel stifled. She also grappled with guilt over needing time alone, worried that her desire for solitude might seem ungrateful. Clashing schedules added to the strain. Sarah's busy household, with its whirlwind of school runs and work commitments, left Elanina feeling like an outsider in her own space. "I was becoming grandma, not Elanina," she says, her eyes glistening with the pain of losing her identity to a role that felt increasingly confining. The tipping point came during a heated family argument over finances. Elanina had offered to contribute to household expenses, but the discussion exposed unspoken expectations and resentment about dependency. The conversation left her feeling like a burden, a sentiment she hadn't anticipated in a home filled with love. According to AARP, 68% of multigenerational households encounter similar challenges within the first year. Love, while a powerful foundation, isn't enough to sustain such arrangements without clear communication, mutual respect, and well-defined boundaries. Without these, even the most well-intentioned family setups can devolve into a gilded cage, where connection comes at the cost of personal freedom. After 6 months, Elanina made the difficult decision to leave. Not out of defeat, but with a newfound clarity. "I needed connection, not obligation," she reflects, her voice steady with resolve. Her experience offers a vital lesson for the millions of U.S. seniors who cherish family ties but may consider multigenerational living as a solution to loneliness. Living with family can be a fulfilling option, but it requires planning, open discussions about expectations, financial contributions, personal space, and individual roles. Without these, the dream of closeness can unravel, leaving seniors feeling more isolated than ever. Elanina's first experiment was just the beginning of her journey. Each subsequent living arrangement, whether in a vibrant senior community, a shared housing cooperative, or an independent apartment with intentional social ties, brought its own revelations and challenges. Her story is a testament to the resilience required to combat the silent epidemic of loneliness and a reminder that the right living situation isn't just about a roof overhead, it's about reclaiming vitality, purpose, and joy in the later years of life. For seniors facing similar struggles, Elanina's path offers a roadmap. One that demands courage, self-awareness, and a commitment to forging connections that honor both the heart and the individual spirit. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Experiment 2, a senior roommate, unexpected joy. At the age of 71, Elanina found herself at a crossroads, yearning for a fresh approach to life after decades of routine. Facing rising living costs and a desire to break free from the solitude that often accompanies aging, she made a bold decision that surprised her friends and family. She welcomed a roommate into her home. Through a local senior center's roommate matching program, Elanina was introduced to Dorothy, a 68-year-old retired school teacher navigating the emotional and financial challenges of post-divorce life. The process of finding a compatible roommate was far from casual. It was a deliberate, thoughtful journey that spanned several weeks. The two women engaged in a series of coffee dates, shared meals, and completed an extensive questionnaire that covered everything from sleep schedules and dietary preferences to political views and pet peeves. It felt like dating, but with less pressure and more honesty, Elanina recalls with a chuckle. We were both upfront about who we were and what we needed. Once they moved in together, Elanina and Dorothy established a harmonious rhythm. They split household expenses, which eased the financial strain of living on fixed incomes in an era where the median rent in the U.S. in 2025 hovers around $2,000 per month. They divided chores equitably, with Dorothy taking on meal prep and Elanina handling gardening and light maintenance. Crucially, they respected each other's need for personal space, creating a living arrangement that felt both independent and interconnected. Over time, their relationship blossomed into something deeper, a bond that felt like family, yet free from the obligations and complexities that often come with biological ties. For 2 years, Dorothy became Elanina's adventure buddy, gently nudging her to step outside her comfort zone. Together, they enrolled in pottery classes at the community center, embarked on weekend hikes through local trails, and even attended a jazz concert under the stars. These shared experiences transformed Elanina's outlook. "I wasn't just surviving anymore. I was truly alive," she says, her eyes lighting up at the memory. The fear of falling alone, a common concern for seniors, faded as Dorothy's presence provided a safety net of companionship and mutual care. When Dorothy eventually relocated to be closer to her grandchildren, Elanina was heartbroken, but deeply grateful for the transformative experience. She gave me back a piece of myself I thought I'd lost, she reflects. Data from the National Shared Housing Resource Center underscores the success of such arrangements, reporting a 78% success rate for carefully vetted senior roommate matches. For American seniors grappling with the financial pressures of rising costs, where a single month's rent can consume a significant portion of a fixed income, this model offers not only economic relief but also emotional richness. Elanina's story prompts a question: could you open your home to a stranger who might, in time, become as dear as family? Experiment 3, Intentional Communities, a Taste of Utopia. Buoyed by the success of her roommate experience, Elanina set out to explore another innovative living arrangement: intentional senior communities. Her search led her to Sunrise Commons, a 24-unit co-housing village nestled in the lush greenery of Oregon. Designed for residents aged 55 and older, Sunrise Commons offered private homes for each resident, paired with shared amenities like sprawling gardens, a communal dining hall, and a common house where residents gather for meals, events, and meetings. It was like stepping into a small town with an enormous heart, Elanina says, her voice filled with awe as she describes her first impressions. To test the waters, Elanina participated in a week-long residency program at Sunrise Commons. She joined residents for communal dinners, where laughter and stories flowed as freely as the homemade soups and freshly baked bread. She attended committee meetings, where residents collaboratively planned everything from garden maintenance to social events, marveling at the seamless balance of independence and interdependence. The community structure fostered a sense of belonging, with residents checking in on one another and offering support during life's challenges, from health scares to personal milestones. Yet, after 4 months of immersion, Elanina realized that the structured nature of co-housing didn't fully align with her personality. I loved the idea of it, the closeness, the shared purpose, but I found it a bit intense for my moderate social energy, she admits candidly. She craved more flexibility and fewer communal obligations. Still, the experience profoundly reshaped her perspective on aging, showing her that growing older could be vibrant, connected, and meaningful. Co-housing communities like Sunrise Commons are gaining traction across the United States, with over 300 established by 2025. According to the Co-Housing Association, research highlights their benefits. Residents in such communities experience 40% lower healthcare costs due to reduced stress and mutual support, as well as higher life satisfaction compared to those in traditional retirement homes. In states like California and Florida, where co-housing is booming, these communities offer a compelling alternative to the often sterile, impersonal environments of conventional senior living facilities. However, Elanina's experience underscores an important caveat: intentional communities are not a one-size-fits-all solution. Understanding your own social needs and energy levels is critical to determining whether this model is the right fit. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Experiment 4, Chosen Family Clustering, the Ultimate Revelation. By the age of 87, Elanina had distilled her experiments into a profound realization. The key to a fulfilling life wasn't finding the perfect place to live, but surrounding herself with the right people. She moved into a duplex and persuaded her longtime friend Martha to rent the other half, creating a foundation for a new vision of community. From there, Elanina took it a step further, rallying 6 other women to form what she dubbed the Village, a chosen family united not by blood, but by shared values, mutual care, and a commitment to living life fully. The Village operates with a flexible yet deeply meaningful structure. The group gathers weekly for potluck dinners, where they share stories, laughter, and homemade dishes. Daily check-ins via text ensure that no one feels isolated while allowing each member to engage on their own terms. We're each other's emergency contacts, adventure partners, and soulmates, Elanina says, her voice trembling with pride and emotion. The village has weathered life's highs and lows together. When Susan, one of the members, received a cancer diagnosis, the group sprang into action, organizing meal deliveries, accompanying her to medical appointments, and providing emotional support. When Elanina expressed a lifelong dream to visit the Grand Canyon, the village planned a group trip, complete with shared itineraries and plenty of laughter. This model, which Elanina calls chosen family clustering, strikes a remarkable balance between independence and connection. Unlike the structured obligations of co-housing, it allows members to participate at their own pace, preserving personal freedom while ensuring a robust support network. The impact of such bonds is backed by science. Harvard's 80-year study of adult development identifies strong social relationships as the single greatest predictor of longevity and well-being, surpassing even the effects of diet or exercise. In a country where 28% of seniors live alone, according to 2025 U.S. Census data, chosen family clustering offers a revolutionary blueprint for combating isolation without sacrificing autonomy. Elanina's journey through these experiments reveals a powerful truth: aging doesn't have to mean withdrawal or decline. By embracing innovative living arrangements, whether through a roommate, an intentional community, or a chosen family, seniors can craft lives rich with connection, purpose, and joy. Her story challenges us to rethink what it means to grow older and to consider how we might build our own villages, one meaningful relationship at a time. Elanina's 5-step framework for American seniors, a roadmap to vibrant, connected aging. Elanina's remarkable journey is far more than an inspiring tale, it's a transformative blueprint for reimagining life after 70. Through decades of intentional living, she has distilled her wisdom into a practical 5-question assessment designed to empower American seniors to choose a living arrangement that aligns with their unique needs, desires, and aspirations. Her framework is not about settling for what's available, it's about crafting a life of purpose, connection, and joy. Below, we explore each step in depth, offering guidance to help seniors navigate this pivotal decision with clarity and confidence. Step 1. What's your independence level? The first step is a candid self-assessment of your physical, financial, and emotional independence. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your ability to manage daily tasks, e.g., mobility, self-care, your financial stability, e.g., ability to cover living expenses, and your emotional resilience, e.g., coping with challenges. A score of 7 or higher in each category suggests you have the flexibility to explore innovative living models such as co-housing or chosen family arrangements, where you share life with peers who become like kin. Scores below May 7th indicate a need for more structured support, such as living with family, engaging community resources, or exploring assisted living options tailored to your needs. This step is about honesty. Acknowledging your strengths and limitations sets the foundation for a sustainable choice. Step 2. What's your social energy style? Seniors vary widely in their social preferences, and Elanina's framework accounts for this diversity. Are you a high-energy extrovert who thrives on constant interaction and communal living? Co-housing communities, where residents share spaces and responsibilities while maintaining private units, might be ideal. If you're more moderate in your social energy, preferring meaningful connections without constant bustle, a chosen family model, living with close friends or like-minded peers, could be a perfect fit. For those with lower social energy who value solitude or quieter interactions, options like sharing a home with a compatible roommate or living near family for occasional support might feel more comfortable. Understanding your social energy helps you align your living arrangement with your natural rhythm. Step 3. What are your non-negotiables? This step invites you to clarify your priorities by listing 5 must-haves for your living situation. These could include physical needs, e.g., a private bedroom or bathroom, accessibility features, like single-story homes, emotional needs, e.g., a sense of belonging or autonomy in decision-making, or lifestyle preferences, e.g., access to cultural events, a pet-friendly environment. These non-negotiables act as a filter, helping you evaluate potential living arrangements with precision. For example, if privacy is paramount, co-housing with shared spaces might not suit you, but a roommate situation with clear boundaries could. By defining your deal breakers, you ensure your choice reflects what truly matters to you. Step 4. What's your risk tolerance? Change can be daunting, especially later in life. So, Elanina encourages seniors to assess their comfort with risk. Are you bold and open to experimenting with unconventional arrangements, like joining a co-housing community or relocating to a new city? A high risk tolerance opens doors to dynamic, community-driven models that foster connection and shared purpose. Conversely, if you prefer stability and familiarity, you might lean toward living with family, staying in your current home with a roommate, or choosing a nearby senior community. This step isn't about pushing you beyond your comfort zone, but about aligning your choice with your willingness to embrace change. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Step 5. What's your legacy vision? The final question is perhaps the most profound: how do you want to shape the rest of your life? Elanina urges seniors to envision their legacy. Whether it's mentoring younger generations, staying close to family, pursuing lifelong passions, or embarking on new adventures, your vision shapes your living arrangement. For example, if mentoring is your goal, a co-housing community with intergenerational programs might be ideal. If family connection is your priority, living near or with relatives could fulfill that desire. If adventure calls, you might choose a setup that allows flexibility for travel or exploration. This step anchors your decision in purpose, ensuring your living arrangement supports the legacy you want to leave behind. Getting started: small steps toward big change. Elanina's framework is not about making drastic changes overnight. Instead, she advocates for starting small to test the waters. Consider a trial residency in a co-housing community to see if it suits you. Join a local senior center to build connections and explore shared interests. Host a dinner club with friends or neighbors to experiment with communal living on a smaller scale. In the U.S., resources abound to support this journey. The National Shared Housing Resource Center offers guidance on roommate matching programs, while local area agencies on aging can connect you to co-housing networks, senior villages, or other community-based options. The key is to experiment fearlessly but intentionally. Try new arrangements with an open mind, but always with a clear sense of your needs and goals. A life transformed, a nation inspired. Elanina's story. At 92, Elanina is a living testament to the power of intentional living. Her health defies her age. Her blood pressure is stable, her sleep is restorative, and her energy surpasses that of many decades younger. She's currently planning a trip with her village community to witness the Northern Lights. Her eyes alight with the same mischief and zest for life that have defined her journey. Her doctor describes her as a poster child for healthy aging. But it's her infectious joy that truly captivates those around her. Through her village model, a tight-knit community of chosen family and shared purpose, she has inspired seniors across the U.S. From Seattle's vibrant co-housing networks to Miami's burgeoning senior villages, Elanina doesn't just live, she mentors, sharing her framework to help others craft lives of connection and meaning. American Senior. In a nation where loneliness affects 1 in 4 older adults and the average Social Security benefit of $1.97 per month in 2025 often falls short of rising living costs, Elanina's story is a beacon of hope. Aging in America can be challenging, but it doesn't have to mean isolation or financial strain. Her message is clear. You don't need wealth, youth, or extraordinary circumstances to live vibrantly. You need the courage to build relationships that light up your soul. The right people don't make you a burden, she says with unwavering conviction. They make your life abundant. Her village model, rooted in mutual support and shared joy, has sparked a movement, inspiring communities nationwide to rethink how seniors live and thrive. The promise of your golden years. So, who should you live with after 70? Elanina's answer is not a specific place or arrangement. It's a promise to yourself. Surround yourself with people who choose you, challenge you to grow, and cherish your presence. Whether it's a co-housing community, a chosen family of friends, a roommate who shares your values, or a family home filled with love, the right arrangement aligns with your independence, social energy, non-negotiables, risk tolerance, and legacy vision. Take Elenina's 5-step assessment. Start with small, intentional steps and rewrite your golden years as a chapter of connection, purpose, and joy. Your future isn't just waiting, it's yours to shape. And there you have it. Elenina Chen's transformative journey from isolation to a vibrant, connected life at 92, proving that the right living arrangement can add years to your life and joy to your days. Her 22 years of experiments, backed by decades of Harvard research, show that aging in the United States doesn't have to mean loneliness. It can mean purpose, adventure, and chosen family. So, what have you learned from Elenina's wisdom? Maybe it's the power of intentional relationships, the importance of clear boundaries with family, or the courage to try a senior roommate or community living. We want to hear from you. Comment below with one key lesson you've learned from this video and how you plan to put it into practice in your own life. If you found this video inspiring, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more life-changing wisdom to help you thrive in your golden years.